Welcome, everyone, to the Sickos Committee Podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of May 7th, 2024. Congrats to everyone out there if you're in college, this is probably like your finals week. So good luck with that. It is my finals week, except I'm giving finals this week, which is an interesting thing.
Pitt's already done.
Are they already done? Are y'all in quarters or no?
No, Pitt just has a really short winter break. I graduated April 30th of my graduation year.
I graduated June 11th.
Ugh.
We're on quarters, though.
Gross.
So our quarters started after spring break.
I graduated around my birthday, so like first or second week of May.
I feel like I graduated around this time too.
Yeah, Pitt has a shorter winter break. They squeeze like a full summer semester in. I'm not sure if a lot of other places do. I mean, I feel like a lot of places have summer classes, but like that's why, because like Pitt, they'll finish up in April and then like very quick, like a couple weeks later, be right back at it for summer classes.
I was going to ask y'all a random college-ish question. Do you know your college's motto?
Yes.
What is Pitt's?
Yes.
Veritas Virtus.
So, knowledge and virtue? No, truth and virtue.
Truth and virtue.
Okay. What is yours, Andrew?
Ours is not fancy in Latin. Ours is just education for service.
Okay. Commish, what is yours?
From what I remember for ULM, it was just seek the truth.
Okay, I like that.
I think it was just that. The school I actually graduated from, well, the two actually, but the University of New Orleans, I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
And then like I did the classic online in the middle of a pandemic master's at Southern New Hampshire. I have no idea. All I know is that they're the penmen.
Yes, they are.
And that's it. Like that's their mascot. It's a guy with a pen. That's all I know. Mine
is Vox Clamanis in Deserto, or the lone voice crying in the wilderness.
Dartmouth, why are you so fucking weird?
I know that it's so bizarre. It's in Hebrew on our seal. Like
every episode, it's a new like Dartmouth tidbit that just.
There is so much lore to unravel.
Look, man, the school's been around since 1769. There's a lot of lore. Okay. This is like DC Comics, but worse. There's a lot of lore here.
There is an incredible amount of Dartmouth lore. Say your again the lone.
Vox Clamanis in Deserto, a lone voice crying in the wilderness.
Okay,
it's from the Bible, I believe.
Okay, a lone voice crying in the wilderness. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Jordan, after he accidentally locked himself out of his frat house after drinking too much in January.
Sounds right.
Well, that would have been easy to get back into. Our windows did not lock. That's easy to get back into. Dorms, harder. Getting into our frat house, incredibly easy.
I feel like Dartmouth lore would be the hardest game of two truths and a lie.
I used to do two truths and a lie when we would do team building with middle school band kids, trying to like leadership training with them, and I used to always use two truths and a lie from college, but like cleaned up versions of them. And one of my favorites.
Do you have any cleaned up stories from college?
The one I did was that I was chastised by a city policeman for pushing a flaming couch out a window. That is a true one, and you can tell just how like white and privileged we were because they caught us literally shoving a flaming couch out of a window, and all that happened to us was they told us just please don't do that.
Don't.
I was going to say you said chastised.
Oh
not
no,
arrested.
no. I mean, they're going to arrest us,
or not even cited.
God, no, they're going to cite us for that.
The lone voice crying in the forest are the police. Like, please don't do that. That's what it is in Dartmouth. Stop it.
To be fair, I think shoving a flaming couch out a window is just called Tuesday in Morgantown.
Right.
True. Well, I mean, I feel like they've cracked down on that a lot more.
The Dartmouth police are just like, well, at least he's not shoving it in the window.
You know, it's on fire. It's got to get out the house.
And I think this is true for most places. You definitely wanted to get caught by campus security and not by police. Because that's the difference. New Hampshire State Liquor Commission, those guys were serious. They were the ones that would try to get into your house like during events. There was a very famous quote unquote undercover person they had who looked way older than everyone else.
How do you do, fellow kids?
It was a lot like that. Do you have beer for some beer pong? I'd like to play some beer pong now.
Yeah, obviously I've never been up in like New Hampshire or that whole part of the country, but I have seen the movie Super Troopers.
Yeah.
So that is, I assume, a documentary.
I once got a ticket for calling a Vermont. Well, so he would say I got the ticket for speeding through Vermont. I believe I was going to get out of that ticket until I called him under my breath a quote unquote fucking super trooper. I was 19. It felt like the right thing to say.
It would feel like the right thing to say like after you got out of it.
I know.
And like I drove off and crossed state lines and I yelled, "Fucking super trooper," and like sped off.
Oh, you mean while he was standing right outside my window looking at my license? Like that's not what I should have said. My out of state license on my out of state car, my truck. Yeah, I know.
Not a good time, Jordan. No, a little off on the timing.
As I was driving to see my girlfriend in New York. Yeah, I know.
I feel like there's got to be like some people who work in that line of work up there that love that movie, but it's got to be like hated by most of them.
I assume so.
Oh, for sure.
Are you going to do the meow game?
By the way, West Virginia's motto in English is add to your faith virtue and to your virtue knowledge.
Nice.
There you go, for Beth. Well, folks, I'm Jordan. With me tonight, I've got Commish, Pitt Girl, guest Andrew, and Arthur on the ones and twos. Andrew, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I posted something on my Blue Sky yesterday that upset a lot of my followers.
Oh.
Pleasant.
I posted what is referred to as Biloxi style pizza.
Oh.
Like Biloxi? You mean Biloxi?
Like Biloxi, Mississippi.
Okay. Biloxi. What? And by the way, this is Andrew the Corn correspondent, not Andrew from
Wait,
Sickos
it has
TV.
French dressing on it?
What the fuck?
Yes.
What the fuck is
like how us in the Midwest we smother our pizza in ranch. In Biloxi, Mississippi, they use French dressing.
But it already has tomato sauce on it.
In all honesty, I don't know that I could tell you what French dressing is.
I need it. All I know, it's like orange.
It's like ketchup and oil.
Okay. Also, I would.
Do we have a
looking at
this
picture on your Blue Sky?
Okay. Where's the picture?
I don't know that I would call this Biloxi style pizza because the pizza is just a pizza.
That is what friend of the podcast Ryan Nanny mentioned in somebody's retweet. He said adding a condiment to it does not make it a style.
Yes.
It's called Hugo sauce.
Yeah, you could Midwesternify any kind of pizza by putting ranch on it if you really wanted to. Beth's not here, so we're gonna Midwesternify Altoona pizza.
Yeah. I did not coin the phrase. I just shared it with my followers because I saw it and I was curious, so I had to try it, and it's not bad. My issue with it was that I think you need a milder tomato sauce because at least I just used a Walmart frozen pizza because I wasn't going to.
Oh, you've done
potentially
this.
ruin a
You've
good
done
pizza.
this.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a picture of it.
That was
on
my
his Blue
dinner
Sky.
last night.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my dinner last night and my lunch today. But yeah, the pizza sauce on the Walmart frozen pizza was overpowering the French dressing. I could barely taste that.
Ted Allen, original queer eye for the straight guy and host of Chopped, said that this is something that he did not know he wanted, but that now craves. So I'm not listening to Ted Allen anymore. Pitt Girl, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
As we were discussing before the show, all my brain is belonged to Hades 2. So I'll just be over here thinking about that.
Enjoy it.
Get hyped for the full release, folks.
Commish, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I hit a new level of dadness this morning.
Okay, this was some crazy ass shit when you
Yeah, I
said
feel
that
like
you've done this.
I've like advanced another dad level, if at all possible. So typically my
Arthur, I'm going to
day,
need you to put like a power up noise right
yeah,
there.
you know, I mean, maybe I, you know, did the Mario punch into the block and I ate a mushroom or whatever. But like, so my typical morning is like I roll out of bed, I get my kiddo, my near 7-year-old, ready to go to first grade and go to school. I drop him off, um, and you know, lucky for me, I'm still, you know, at the house most of the time for employment. Uh, so I get him out of bed. I drop him off at like 7:15 in the morning, and then I'm back home essentially 7:20, just not that far away whatsoever. My workday doesn't start until like 8 or like 8:15, but technically I'm salary. So if I roll in a little bit late or whatever, like a couple minutes late, whatever, we're fine. Typically, you know, if I need to shower in the morning, I'll shower or whatever. But this morning I increased the dadness as much as possible. You know, as we discussed in the last podcast, it's been like kind of off and on rainy in San Antonio. So the yard's a little out of control. So I basically, before I even drank any coffee and after I dropped him off, I started cutting the lawn.
This is
At
so
like,
just
at like 7:25 in the
the
morning.
fuck is
Oh,
wrong
I
with
bet your
you?
neighbors love you.
God,
The fun thing about the neighbors loving me is everybody's leaving the neighborhood. Everybody is in their car. They are exiting the neighborhood and they are dropping off their kids also, and they are on their way to work. And they see me out with my, you know, headphones or whatever, and I am cutting the grass. So like all the neighbors around me, they all leave around this time. So like all these neighbors, I'm like, yes, I am this crazy. I understand my grass is a little bit high, but I mean, no big deal. But like I got to cut the grass because it may be raining for the next few days, and I'm like, this is kind of the only time I got a chance to do it. But doing it before like any coffee or
that's
any
psychotic.
semblance of breakfast, and then showering and then just going to log in to work.
This is degenerate behavior that I cannot approve of.
Degenerate dad.
Yeah.
I would like to propose that you have simply shifted your commute to be a lawnmower based one.
Okay.
Okay, that's
I have always had the dream of having a riding based lawnmower, and I've not been able to make that dream come true yet in my life. But I've always wanted a riding lawnmower with a cup holder, of course. And
I did pass a Bad Boy mower semi truck today.
Yeah, Bad Boy Mowers, if you're listening,
you know,
make
you-
Commish's
get him one.
dream come true.
Get him one. Get one with the sound bar.
you know, again, if I had like a Bad Boy mower, I feel like my lawn would be cut so fast, like just like vroom, vroom, like 2 passes and I'm done.
Oh
But
yeah, I mean, there's
yeah,
Your lawn's not that big, my friend.
no, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I need a bigger house or just like a bigger lawn. I don't care about the size of the house really. Bigger lawn,
I was going to
more lawn to cut. You know,
Yeah, my parents have a riding mower in their garage that my
so
mom
jealous.
desperately wants to give me.
Hand me. Oh man,
I just moved into a new house a couple of weeks ago, and she asked me if I want that mower, and I said my yard is still not that big. It takes me a half hour to mow it with a push mower. I do not need a rider.
I hire this out, folks, because I hate cutting lawn. I hate it.
look, for me, it's kind of therapeutic. Again,
I'm glad
it's
it is
kind
for
of,
you, man.
it's just something that, like, I don't know. It feels like, you know, when your kitchen's getting a little messy and you're like, okay, I haven't put up the groceries fully. It's a pain in the butt, right? You know, you're like, I haven't like put away the dry stuff. It's just sitting out on the island or something like that. Like there's clutter. It's annoying you. And then like when the grass grows, for me, it's just like my yard is cluttered.
I do not get this
You know, I'm
feeling
just
at
like,
all.
I
but I'm
will, I
glad
will
you
do this. And
Commish is just full Hank
It
Hill.
is.
I
This is
Why would anybody do drugs when they can just mow a
you
lawn?
know, I mean, for me, it's just something like I put on. Maybe it's a little bit of escape from the kids too. I don't know,
No, I
but
get that. I get that.
you know, put on the headphones, pop in a podcast, listen to the Sickos Committee podcast, and just go cut the lawn and come back in, shower, and just go on with your day. But yeah, this was a little crazy, a little extreme dadding, I would say.
It is.
Mowing the lawn. It's cheaper than therapy.
I feel like my big problem with lawn mowing is just like all the deer poop. Like I don't like mowing the lawn is fine, but I just don't want to step in that much deer poop.
Dude, like where are
We
deers
don't have,
pooping
we don't
inside?
have this
Like
problem.
we don't have this. The only animal that I know that will attack my yard are armadillos, but which is kind of funny. But
I'm
know,
gonna
like
need you to say more about your yard being under attack by armadillos as
seriously,
someone who
if
does
it-
not and has never lived in
okay,
Texas.
this look, I didn't even know this until like I moved to like San Antonio. But when it gets really dry in the summer in the heat, armadillos will come and attack because like your ground will crack, and they'll start just digging and digging and digging and trying to find bugs in the cracks of the ground, because like you're in a drought, and that's what they're doing. They're attacking it. And the first time that the person that came to spray our yard for like weeds and other things or whatever, they spray repellent, and they're like, yeah, we had to throw down some armadillo repellent. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, what? And then he takes me to the backyard, and there's a spot in the backyard which is like dry and it doesn't have much grass. And then he points out the little armadillo claws, like where they're digging here. And I'm like, holy crap, we have armadillos in our backyard. I was like, what the hell, man?
I have found 2 brands of armadillo repellent. The first one is called Dillo Dun.
Yes.
The second is Armadillo Scram.
This is amazing.
I assume they both do what they do on the 10.
I had no clue. I had no
I
clue
would be
about it.
so excited to have armadillos in the backyard, and I say this as someone who this time of year makes a hobby and a casual sport out of looking out the kitchen window of my apartment into the backyard, in which the landlord has planted like raspberry bushes and the whole side yard is tilled. He's got a garden. We're gonna have bucket tomatoes soon, and there's just rabbits everywhere. And I'm like, oh, bunnies!
Fucking rabbits everywhere. Yeah,
they're so cute though.
You got the bunnies. I'm
I'm pro bunny.
It's 100 degrees outside. It hasn't rained in 3 months, and I'm fighting off armadillos. And this just gets me pissed off that Texas State is not called the Armadillos just because of the movie Necessary Roughness. All right. Like, I really am mad that's not their real mascot. Like, I know they're the Bobcats. They've been the Bobcats for so long. And it's just like a horrible, like 1991, 92 movie, whatever. But it's got a place in college football lore. And I just wish that they were called the Armadillos for real. And there's armadillos in the area. Come on, it fits.
If you do have armadillos in your area, by the way, you should be careful because a lot of armadillos are naturally infected with bacteria that cause leprosy.
Yeah, don't touch the armadillos.
That's fun.
Observe them from a safe distance.
They're nocturnal, so you're likely you don't see them too often.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything bad, so like I'm overrun. We are also overrun with rabbits. It's just like there's so many deer that the rabbits are just kind of. I mean, like they're everywhere, but that's not the real problem. Like the deer are such a problem that the city of Pittsburgh has bow hunting programs now in like the city parks to try to not have so many deer. I mean, like I'm not a fan of deer at all. I wouldn't say it's like fear the deer, but more just like, man, like go somewhere else. Get off of my lawn.
I'm pretty sure the deer are saying the same thing to you. Go get off of the lawn that my people have inhabited for.
There's too many of them. There's too many of them. Go somewhere else. I don't care where, as long as I don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, I mean, the overabundance of deer in Pittsburgh has been a problem, at least since I was in college, because I saw a deer in broad fucking daylight standing next to the Welcome to South Oakland sign, home of Andy Warhol, Bruno Sammartino, and Dan Marino. And
no, we've had deers go downtown. Like, it's a problem, and it feels like it's been getting worse.
I just want to know
just going, go Steelers. Go Steelers.
There's
like reintroduce the natural predators into downtown.
Hello, Beth.
Like we used to have tulips. Like nowhere around me has tulips anymore because the deer eat them all before they flower. And that did not used to be a thing. it is a recent, like, the Deer have stepped their game up, and we need to combat that.
I just want to know
Yeah.
if any like deer have like rode the Duquesne incline.
Probably.
Probably.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. The deer are like, hey, let's take the scenic view here. Want to get a selfie?
I'm not gonna call on Beth until she eats, and then I'll get back at her.
Yes, Beth is.
We have gotten a thumbs up from Beth, who is here.
Yes, she escaped. Let's talk about number one, the best news that we had all week. Because I was having a rough Monday, but then this news came out and things got better. Y'all, the Arizona Bowl is free from Barstool.
Woohoo!
Number one. And number two, it is now the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice. Hell yes.
This is so much better than the furniture company.
This is more important than my dinner. So, like, with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my God, I'm so
Okay.
happy right now. Thank you.
Okay, but like, here's my question, right? Like, Snoop Dogg, okay. How is a bowl game sponsored by Gin and Juice? Like, the NCAA has rules on who can sponsor bowl games, and alcohol is something that cannot. So, is there any reading you can give me that Gin and Juice is not alcoholic? Is it like, does he have like some non-alcoholic gin and juice
So-
that he can say, or like, I have no idea, because like in the past, the NCAA has vetoed much more like not as crazy.
No, this is a 5.9% malted beverage.
Oh, God.
Well, here's the thing.
Sounds gross.
Is the beverage actually sponsoring this, or is it being sponsored by the lyric to the song? So it's more like conceptual gin and conceptual juice.
The full name is the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl, presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
Okay, so Snoop is doing the presenting sponsor to his bowl game. Okay, great. I mean,
But then why
like,
couldn't the other one be the Whip Shots Bowl by Gronk?
well, no, like that's the thing. Like last year, right? Whip Shots made a big deal out of not being able to actually be uttered on, not even like during the game, but on commercials
Yes.
that aired during the game, right? I mean, the NCAA, right? Like, they have been getting their ass kicked in court and folding on all these rules and kicking and screaming, but like, this is one of the things that they do actually like have authority and have like solid footing on, is regulating this area of college sports. And
SportsBusinessJournal.com says the NCAA changed that rule in 2022
okay,
So we're
to allow
here.
alcohol sponsors.
okay,
So this is the first time an alcohol brand has sponsored a bowl game since that rule change.
okay.
Well,
So it's a
Never
new
forget
rule.
the Bacardi Bowl.
Yes, I mean that was a thing in the 1900s.
Which is why I added the since
Yes,
that
yes.
rule
That's
change.
right.
Okay.
Since the rule change, because never forget the Bacardi Bowl, and that's how we get listeners in Cuba.
That's one of these days we're gonna get our first listener in Cuba. I'm very excited.
One of these days.
This is sort of the perfect best of all worlds for a bowl game between, I believe, the MAC and
And the Mountain
Mountain
West.
West. Yes,
This is like I
It
tweeted
played
this.
in
It's
a
going to be
base.
on a real TV channel this year.
It was last year too. It was on the CW last year.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was on the CW. But the other thing I also want to shout out is this. I recognize this sponsor immediately because it was also at WrestleMania. So and that's a good crossover. That's a
doesn't-
crossover that you want.
That doesn't surprise me either because last year Snoop wrestled at WrestleMania as a
Yeah.
last minute fill in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Snoop has, you say what you will about Snoop. One, he will advertise anything if you pay him. And two,
I mean, he's
his
a WWE Hall of Famer.
his mic work is excellent.
One of the activities planned around the bowl game is a Snooper Bowl,
I mean,
Boy.
which is a tournament for youth football teams from California and Arizona.
perfect.
Do you guys remember when Snoop Dogg played at the University of Kansas, or at Kansas University, when
Oh.
they had their like basketball night?
Oh, and had strippers and like shot dollar bills out of like guns when they were on probation. Yeah, I remember this.
Hell yeah. I have an important question.
Yeah.
And this is not a question that is original, but I think it is one that we should discuss. What do we think the odds are of this game having an edible or otherwise consumable mascot?
I mean,
Is that legal
It
in
is
Arizona?
not. I looked that
Oh,
up
damn it.
already because
Jello
that's one
shots?
thing. There could be
I
a Jello shot.
propose
but
gin and juice Jello shots as the
Gin
edible
and
mascot.
juice Jello shots.
you can buy Delta 9 in Arizona, by the way.
Okay.
So wait, what is the rule in Arizona? Is it like you can't have an alcoholic mascot or?
No, we're talking about a
The other kind
like
of edible
the-
mascot.
THC edible mascot.
The edible
Oh,
brownies. Yes.
okay. You mean that kind of edible? I don't know. I mean, there's no other weed connection in this game other than Snoop likes smoking weed.
I bet that's sort of his entire brand.
You know.
Also gin and juice.
Also gin and
Yeah,
juice here. That's
I don't
I
know.
would like to read. This is from Get Some Maction News. This is like
Yes.
the official Mac thing
Yeah.
about Snoop Dogg from this nut graph. Snoop will have a major presence on NBC's coverage of the Summer Olympics in Paris, serving as one of NBC's hosts.
That is very true.
Sure.
Is that okay? This is now raising questions about what's legal in France. Snoop, don't go to French jail.
Oh,
Is
God.
Snoop gonna be in like on location, or is he gonna do it from like a studio? in New
I
York?
assume
I
they're
think
going to
he's
send
doing
him.
the studio show with like Kenan Thompson, and then Kenan Thompson's with somebody else. I can't remember who it is.
I don't know.
If Snoop goes to French jail, will we have another Bastille
I was just
Day?
thinking that. Yes, this is very. Do you hear the people singing songs of angry men? Yes.
It's more of a cordon sanitaire.
Thank you. What are you showing me?
I'm showing you the Wikipedia page for cannabis in France.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And the picture that shows up when you open it is like a very French ruin with a bunch of weed plants in front of it.
A very French maison, and yeah, just tons of fucking weed plants.
It's a quote unquote hemp field near Toulouse.
This, y'all, this makes me so happy. This is sort of the perfect kind of bowl news for us. This is, yeah, it's a big brand, but it's fucking Snoop Dogg. I'm surprised that Snoop hadn't done this earlier. This probably would have been like,
well,
he feels
I mean,
like the first person that would have been like had a bowl after him.
probably didn't make sense until the 2022 change. And then also, this is another thing that they have a little bit more freedom because the TV partner is not with ESPN. So whether it be on the CW again, that'll be different.
Or on Facebook, or on Twitter, or on my cell phone.
The Arizona Bowl has had some interesting streaming broadcast partners, which they kind of felt they got. The weird thing, like there was stability on the CW, but yeah, that was. I think
They were on,
would
so they were
partner
on
with
the
it now.
American Sports Network for 2 years, then
Yeah.
Campus Insiders,
Uh-huh.
then CBS Sports Network. They were an actual honest to God CBS one year. Rick Neuheisel was the color commentator that year. What the fuck are we doing? And then they were 2022. They were on Barstool only, and last year they were on the CW.
Yeah, so that was. I mean, maybe the CW picks it up again, which would be good for them to have some sort of bowl inventory. CBS only has one bowl, which is the Sun Bowl.
That's why it's so bizarre to add on like a second. Oh, we have 2 bowl games. What are they? Oh, it's the Sun Bowl and the Arizona Bowl.
The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
The 2 classics.
I see nothing wrong with this.
I mean, they're right down I-10 from each other.
Yeah, I
Essentially.
forgot.
Convenient for the broadcast crew.
Yeah.
They're
forgot
on like 2
Wyoming's-
different days. You just have the same team call it.
I forgot that Wyoming's kicker was the MVP last year for that bowl
Yeah.
game. I forgot about that.
It was the
fuck
winner
yeah.
for the walk-off winner.
Yeah, 16-15 over Toledo.
For,
Wyoming over Toledo.
Was it Craig Bowl, his last
Uh-huh.
game.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I mean, I love this news. Like when this hit on Monday, it, as you said, it made your day. I really was just so excited. I just couldn't stop tweeting Snoop Dogg bowl game. And I mean, I really didn't have anything else to say. I was like, should I make like a lyric pun or something like that? Should I do? I was like, no, Snoop Dogg bowl game. That's all you need to know.
All you need.
That's it.
Other things I'm very excited about are good friend Valentino Ambrosio, the kicker from Tulane who used to be at Rutgers,
Mm.
is headed to Tampa Bay
The Buccaneers
got a camp invite. So congratulations to Valentino. Valentino also had sent us a message in our DMs after we mentioned that the NFL Network was showing footage of him. And we were like, holy shit, Valentino's on the NFL Network. He's like, really?
I feel
Love it.
like if with a name like Valentino Ambrosio, you need to spend at least part of your life in Tampa. It's important.
Yeah, it feels like it fits. Being a Saints fan, though, I mean, I'm kind of bummed that he goes to the Bucs. But I mean, maybe he does awesome in the Buccaneers camp, and he gets signed by another team not in the division with the Saints, which would be fine. He gets a bigger money deal. Maybe, I don't know what team Valentino would fit the most with, but I could see Valentino in Miami.
I mean, Valentino Ambrosio is an aggressively Jersey name. I'm pretty sure that if the Jets took him, it would
I don't
be...
want to.
Oh, this
I don't want to
screams
put that on
future
him.
My mind
New
went
York
to the
Jets.
Jets.
I don't want to put that on him. Maybe the Giants.
I don't know.
I mean, you got DeVito as the quarterback.
A bunch of fans screaming,
Who is the-
Valentino! Is so Jess's shit.
Who was the Italian-ass guy with the Jets last year?
DeVito. So you'd have Tommy DeVito
Yeah.
from Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd
I
have
forgot all
Valentino.
about Tommy DeVito's
How
manager.
could you forget
Forgot about
Tommy
his
Yeah,
DeVito?
that's right. Yeah, his
Super,
manager.
super like Italian manager. Yeah.
Yes, the Marist Fox. Yes. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to put the Jets on him. I don't want to do that to Valentino. I know he's had green, with the green wave, but it's just like, if he makes the Buccaneers, that's fine. I will just concede that Valentino makes every field goal against the Saints. That's fine. I'll deal with it. The Saints defense just needs to keep them out of field goal range, but we're rooting for you, Valentino, and congrats on making the Buccaneers camp.
Why is my Pete meat on here, Commish?
Why?
I'm sorry, you're what?
My Pete meat.
Yeah. You got to explain something.
Look in the show. Look in the show notes, y'all.
Oh, I know, but like,
see the
you
Pete
can't
meat.
just say that, Jordan.
See the Pete meat.
Why? You can't beat Pete meat.
Can't be Pete meat.
Yeah. The
Someone
Pete loaf.
Someone reminded me that the Brits love a good meat, a loaf of meat, not a meat loaf, but like a processed deli meat, but also one that has different layers in it and that are colored in different shapes and things. There's
loaf.
clown loaf. There's a whole bunch of things.
So I'm envisioning like the terrible Jell-O molds that you can get at some PA and some Midwestern grocery stores.
It's worse. Beth, I just put it in the Discord for you. This is the clown meat, the meat clown, and it.
Yes.
And so when you cut into this bologna, like horizontally, you get a cross section of clown, which every kid wants.
So I saw you brought this back up again, and so this was like gold.
Because
this was
many,
it's fine. It's goldfish brain. It comes up. It doesn't come up all the time.
I had a moment. This isn't goldfish brain. This was me thinking like, how many meat schools do we talk about?
Yes,
and none have come up. There's not Reveille loaf.
I mean, like you would think they would have. Reveille loaf
sounds like a potential animal cruelty.
Like if you cut into it and you got a cross section of like Miss Rev giving you a thumbs up, that shit would sell so well.
Her like the Fallout thumbs up. Guy.
Good. The exact same thing in my head. Great. We're on the same page.
I had the Buddy Christ going, but okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to lie. When I saw you post the Pete meat for the first time, I remembered when you talked about Brian Ferentz being your Photoshop muse, and I got very concerned.
Oh yeah, no, I did not do a Ferentz loaf. But like, I took Purdue Pete and I turned him into sandwich meat.
Yeah, the Pete was inside you all along.
Yeah.
I also did Oski today too.
God.
Again, there was an Oski.
Let me find Oski meat.
Which Oski has blown up. Like it's over 2K likes, I think.
Oh, is it really? I haven't checked.
Yes. The Pete loaf, or the Pete meat is like 1,000 likes. But like Oski has taken off. The Oski meat or whatever has blown up from what I could tell. And I was just like, what? So like I just threw
the Oski loaf in the chat.
I went to bed early. and this was before I did my, morning yard cutting or whatever. But I wake up and I check my phone, and the first thing I see is Purdue Pete meat, like the loaf, and I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? Why did I go to bed so early? I see it was like posted at like 10:30 or whatever.
It was real late, yeah,
and I was
real
just
late
like,
for us at least.
That's kind of like normally I'm out by like 11:30, but like I went to bed early for once, and then this happens, and I'm like, God damn it. I was like, but I mean, I would have been fine with you posting it, but it's just like it caught me completely. And there was just a picture of it on the Instagram.
Oh yeah. Oh,
like,
I didn't
no
even
explanation,
no explanation at all. Yeah,
none whatsoever, no context. Sickos committee, just. And I was like, fine, I'll just throw it on story too. Whatever. No context.
Yeah.
I need to know something.
Okay. Do you?
Yeah, I do. Otherwise I won't be able to sleep tonight. Why did you choose bologna?
Because I figured that was the most texturally homogenous of the meats.
And you imagine that Pete is just like if you bisected Purdue Pete, you would get some sort of homogenate.
I mean, I think so.
He is from Indiana.
It makes a certain amount of sense. I kept looking. It was interesting to me that you made that choice. So, like, is Purdue Pete the most baloney of all mascots?
Beth, are you proposing that our baloney has a first name and it's actually Pete?
Yes, I am. I am.
Purdue. Yes. Yeah.
Like, but I get it. Like, if you asked me to pick, like, what's the Soprasada mascot, it's not Purdue Pete.
No. That's too spicy. That's so spicy. No, thank you.
Also, obviously, the Rutgers the Rutgers Knight.
Scarlet Knight. Yes.
Scarlet Knight is the Soprasada mascot.
That's not a gabagool.
Ooh, that is true. I think that. See, the more I look at these character sausages, or whatever you want to call these things, the more I realize that, like, how you'd have to pour them, because you'd have to take this, like, liquid meat, basically, what we're talking about here.
Pink slime.
Right, but you have to color them different shades of pink.
Flesh flurry.
Then you'd have to, like, for the clown meat, you have to roll the eyes separately.
Mm-hmm.
So you have these tubes of eye meat in a half set.
I'm imagining that they pull
circle.
it like old candy. So you actually have like huge clown that is then reduced down to tiny clown.
Oh, I'm thinking like doing like a mixed Jello mold here.
Okay.
You have to like you have to like set the first part of the Jello mold first, and then do the things on top of it. That's what I'm thinking.
How do they make?
I am also googling how is clown loaf made.
Bologna.
How is clown loaf made? Well, that's a new one, Google.
That's
r//
the
of
most
course
interesting.
That's a thing.
The most interesting search history. I hope you cleared out your history about the.
Someone in the basement of the Pentagon has the worst job of trying to figure out what the hell we're trying to do
What
here.
is the
every Sunday and Tuesday? He's just like, the fuck are we doing?
What are they doing out here?
I found an article delightfully titled "Uncasing the Mystery of the Cursed Viral Meat Clown." His name is Billy Roll, and European children love to poke out his eyes and wear his face. Like
Billy Roll is so angry.
Wait, we'll see that again.
The subtitle for this: his name is Billy Roll, and European children love to pluck out his eyes and wear his face like Ed Gein.
Okay.
Kids, don't Google it.
But to be fair, that's like the same thing that we used to do with bologna growing up. Is like you bit a couple of things into it, and you made like the world's worst and stickiest ski mask.
I think we did that with fruit roll-ups, not bologna.
Someone else is calling this Smiley Fritz. I think that might be the German
Smiley
version.
Fritz. Oh, I want to clarify something before I get corrected, but I got the likes wrong on the Oski one. The Purdue Pete one's over 1,000, but I got it mixed up with the Idaho golf ball being found in Pennsylvania, which was about 2,000 likes.
That's really, again, really impressive find.
Yes. The Oski one is not as high as the Pete one. Definitely not as high as the Purdue Pete one.
People have been requesting other ones. I'll make some more, I think, because sure, why not? Big Red Loaf, that came up. Demon Deacon Loaf came up.
Oh
I don't understand, like, in ag school, like, I mean, you're like Kansas State. put Willie the Wildcat, like,
Put the Power Cat. The Power Cat would look so good inside a fucking
just
bologna roll.
your logo. Like, put a logo inside some of your meat that you sell. I mean, don't they make like burgers that are pressed with like the logo outline or something?
This is different. This
Okay,
is
yeah.
This is meat magic.
For
Okay.
the record, the article that I found says that the Irish manufacturer of Billy Roll has kept the process for making Billy Roll a secret.
Yeah,
Probably so they don't violate the Geneva Convention.
so they'll get tried at the Hague. I'm pretty sure though that we have I'm not about American exceptionalism. Y'all know this. However, I'm pretty sure we have the best fucking meat scientists in the world at our universities. They can reverse engineer Billy Roll if they really wanted to. Why isn't there a national competition for the most entertaining meat product? For your definition of entertaining. Maybe you put Pop Rocks in your bologna. I don't know. Can you imagine the weirdness? Because like sometimes I get a piece of like mortadella that has something like olive pieces in it. And I'm like, it's a little weird. Imagine biting into a slice of bologna and hitting Pop Rocks. Pop Rocks and mayo and lettuce on white bread.
This is not how I want to die.
There is a company from Chelsea, Massachusetts called KM, I believe that's how it's pronounced, that makes a mac and cheese loaf.
I mean, here in Pennsylvania, there is nothing that we will not attempt to loaf. We have created some true horrors.
I mean, in the early days of Canimals, I made the Garth's breakfast
That's right.
loaf.
Yeah, you did.
I remember.
I am not absolved of sin.
Y'all,
I believe you used my full Christian name when you saw that.
Yeah.
y'all, how old were y'all when you realized that the deli meat turkey was nothing like actual turkey?
Today, years old.
Yeah, I was just wondering because it's just like turkey breasts that have been like melted down and compressed together, but like there's no part of the turkey that looks like turkey deli meat. That is a human invention.
That is also true of most of the other deli meats. Deli meat roast beef is also basically nothing like actual roast beef.
I don't want to brag. My
You just go out and bite a cow like a normal Texan?
my grocery store actually has fresh made roast beef, and they actually let me choose how rare I want my cut. Isn't that nice?
That would be so nice.
They get me a center cut, so it's like mid rare roast beef. Oh yeah, it's real.
Now I'm just angry.
Yeah, same. I want that.
I'm actually going to smoke a corned beef tomorrow, and then I have a meat slicer, so I'm then gonna slice that up for sandwiches. I'm excited.
Send me some. I want.
Nope, you get Billy Loaf. You get Clown
God
Loaf.
damn it!
You get Billy Loaf.
How much does a whole Billy Loaf roll cost? Billy Roll wholesale price.
Oh my god.
Well, your picture says 29 pence for 100 grams.
I feel like that's an old picture. That feels like way not enough. There's a cost of living issue.
We're
have
totally
no
glossing
idea.
over the fact that right on there it says pork 80%.
Yeah,
We're just going
Oh god, what's the other 20%?
20% vibes, 20% clown,
Uh-huh.
20% real clown.
Billy
20%
Loaf is
Billy.
people.
I hope so, because there are some other
20%
options
Billy.
I would be more disgusted by. Anyways, let's talk about things that are less awful.
I got something awful.
Go.
Food world. Panera's getting rid of those caffeinated lemonades.
The death lemonade, yes.
No.
I'm so sad. Like, those things were great. I mean, they were basically like coffee for people who don't like coffee, which I think is an underserved niche in the market. And
You got to get yourself to Nebraska. Runza's still going strong.
yeah, I guess I'll have to make a
It's-
trip.
They got rid of it because of woke. We all know this. That's what happened.
Panera, I want to fight God and then die.
Literally
You won't
woke
let me
because of all
do
that caffeine.
I want to taste purple, and you won't let me do that anymore, Panera. Would they fill up a bread bowl with just the half? Can I get half and half broccoli cheese soup and And caffeinated lemonade, please, in a bread
Oh
Oh
bowl.
my god, the color that would be.
The-
It would be
Oh.
great, right?
The pick 2.
Yeah, that's my pick too.
I mean, I think it was Brian Grubb on Blue Sky said, just make the soup caffeinated.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
in.
I mean, there was the attempt at deep fried caffeine at the state fair one year, but that got rejected for being too much.
Poison?
No, they mixed it in with like lemon curd and like beignets or like fried jelly donuts, but it was like 2 cups of coffee in every donut.
Rejected because
I
of
know
woke.
Yes,
North Carolina has done deep fried Coca-Cola before
right.
too.
This is, but
So, like, this has been
in
done
America, we
before.
used to be able to do this until woke.
So we're gonna start having cream of chicken and rice and Jolt.
Yes. Oh, good. You see, I'm gonna deglaze with Jolt.
Oh Jesus.
I thought it was funny. Discontinued Foods was just sharing earlier today too about the attempted caffeinated Butterfingers.
Oh God.
I remember that. What's
You know what I miss? Vault. I
Yeah.
miss Vault.
Yeah, I do too. Miss Surge.
And now Pitt Girl's in her
I
Fallout
haven't thought
era.
about Surge in a very long time.
Yeah, Miss Surge. Jolt.
I will say, like, generally the like broader energy market is strong, so there's a lot of exciting things happening, new things to try. I saw a commercial recently for something called Gatorade Water, which as a
Mhm.
concept is like, what are we doing here?
But Propel already exists. I don't understand.
No, I'm assuming Gatorade water is what happens after you like fill your kid's gigantic thing at their sporting event with Gatorade and then throw a bunch of ice in there and then leave it in the sun for about 7 hours.
That's one of my favorite. Okay, you want to talk about like one of my favorite flavors is iced down,
Very
lemon
watered
lime.
down Gatorade.
Very watered down lemon lime Gatorade. One of my favorite flavors.
And also it's half full of bees because it's always half full of bees.
Always. Me too. Really.
Yeah, it's fair.
Commish, what is this thing about the PGA Tour?
So this was just something about the PGA Tour, which they're talking about how they're struggling with ratings, and so I was like, okay. And then this came across my timeline from Alex Kirshner, who occasionally writes about golf for like Slate and like other places, but and just like the highlighted portion of this kind of struck a chord with me, and it was pretty funny. So basically it stated that the CJ Cup Byron Nelson, which is known as Bolingbrook for Many Millions at Jupiter Links, it feels like innovation for the sake of innovation, a bunch of supply for which no one bothered to confirm or demand. The Zurich Classic, which, when I see the Zurich Classic, I know it's like a weird tournament that's based out of New Orleans, which I've seen a couple of different times. Every now and then you'll get some alligators strolling through the course. You'll get like the good, like sitting still alligator picture with the bumper music on the golf tournament when they go to commercial. So they mentioned that the Zurich Classic was up 26% ratings this year, thanks to a star-powered winner in Rory McIlroy. But then they said something after this. It said it still drew less than the avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl between Miami University and Appalachian State. And then, they kind of like ragged on the avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is like Sunbelt champ and MAC champs, going at it here.
It was a great game.
It was a great game in like flooding rain and 13 fumbles.
Yep.
It goes, even those peripheral bowl games carry themselves with so much less self-importance. That's not what we do here, Golf Writer. Entitlement and pomp. I'm like, we give you the pomp. We will give you the pomp for these bowl games. And so basically it's just the PGA Tour writer is in despair because the Zurich Classic ratings were lower than the avocados from Mexico Cure Bowl.
I mean, this is like a thing for every sport that's not football, though. Is like people like watching football, like there are so many, like you put pretty much any football game on TV, people are going to want to watch that, and it's going to do numbers that like other sports could barely dream of. There are tons of other sports that it's just like, yeah, like it's not football, like people want to watch football. There's a reason why everyone's trying to make this UFL thing happen. It's because of how lucrative football is. You're probably better off starting a whole new football league in the spring than broadcasting all of the traditional spring sports.
Yeah. I mean, that's like when it comes down to it, like that's a lot of it. Is that it's? I forgot it was a 13-9 game, wasn't it?
God damn it!
And it had 13 fumbles.
It never appears, even when I don't want it to. I'm not going to take a. I mean, I'm going to take a shot at Ohio State, but Ohio State, this isn't about y'all. It's about your commencement speaker,
Yeah,
who was a Bitcoin shill who took a bunch of drugs to write the speech.
This is amazing.
I can't even say the one drink that whatever they type of drug. Like I have no idea how to say it.
Ayahuasca is how you say
That's
that.
okay.
Ayahuasca.
I would have not gotten that anywhere close.
It's not
Like a combination between Iowa and
It's
Alaska.
not peyote. It's something else. It's a drink though that like makes you trip balls. And the more I read about this, I think the Rooster, which is a journalist group maybe out of Ohio, I'm not sure what, but they actually came up with a whole bunch of this. They found that apparently in rehearsals, the dude wanted to take off his shirt at some point during the speech. It was just like a cascading bits of awfulness. He's a Bitcoin influencer, I think. I don't know how he fucking ended up being an Ohio State commencement speaker, but hey, y'all, I'm available. I'll do better than this.
A lot of times when a university, I don't just want to single out Ohio State here, but a lot of times when a university picks someone for commencement and you're like, who is that? Why would they pick them? It's because they're trying to get people to give them money, right? I mean, I remember Rutgers named themselves after a dude named Rutgers to try to get him to donate. So I think giving over a commencement is not like the craziest thing a university could do. But my guess here is that this guy is just some crazy guy, but he has money and Ohio State wants some.
Ohio State, you are the largest university in Ohio, asterisk, probably. Do you need crazy ayahuasca Bitcoin guys' money that badly?
This looks desperate as shit. Like, this is what...
You gonna ask Sam Bankman-Fried for money next?
This is... Where's the Theranos lady? I know she's doing a like, I'm just a mom now tour.
Is she doing it in the voice, or is she using a different voice now?
The voice is really what does it for me, I think. But no, I mean, honestly, I would rather, like, if I had to go to a commencement, which, like, commencements are boring anyway. If I had to go to one, like, I would rather a train wreck than just, like, a boring normal speech, right?
You know how bad it was that they had to boo him? I almost wish this was, like, Temple's commencement speech in like the link.
Oh, so
they would have gloriously booed him.
So that batteries get thrown.
I mean,
you don't even have to be that bad at the speech. Like, there are lots of commencement speakers that get booed for various reasons. I don't know. Like, I remember when I graduated, they just like got the mayor, right? Like, dude who's already in town, and they just
got the mayor.
Yeah, like they just, know what? The mayor, who, by the way, went to undergrad at freaking Penn State.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Who
That's
they got.
If I recall correctly, he also mentioned that, and I booed him. Mind you, this was not my commencement.
Yeah, like, but I would have rather had some crazy guy than that. I mean, honestly, I think a university should let me give a commencement speech. Like, I will make you a promise right now that I will be entertaining. I guarantee it.
All right, hire Arthur to give a commencement speech. Somebody.
You don't have to hire me. I will do it for free.
Arthur's going to take a handful
speeches.
of peyote and just see what happens. Yeah, the fact that this whole thing was allowed to happen, this train wreck was coming,
Yeah,
and Ohio State administration could see it
yeah.
and still let this roll.
I
Like, this is
the
impressive.
guy thought the email from them was a joke, was a
Yeah.
prank. They
I know. Yeah, I'm with you.
insane.
Other fun things, according to people on Oregon social media channels, the losers of the spring game had to eat beanies and weenies, and the winners got steak and lobster. I am fine with this, by the way, as a good spring game motivational thing. Absolutely do shit like this.
So the reason I put this in the show notes, I see like they get steak and lobster, and then you get like hot dogs and beanies and weenies or whatever, hot dogs and baked beans.
Yeah, beanie weenies are good, man.
I mean, you're
I
a
would be
loser.
throwing the spring game.
You know, I'm fine with losing, but I mean, can we change the stakes here? Like,
Like, you want a New York strip instead?
it's always like it's always like steak and lobster for the winners,
Mm-hmm.
and like hot dogs and beans for
I
the
feel
other.
like they don't understand their clientele.
Yes.
They haven't been around enough, like
Yeah.
18 to 22-year-old kids.
Like-
Because if you want to get them to really push hard for a game, tell them the
Mhm.
winner gets chicken fingers and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You do that and they will run through a goddamn wall for you.
I mean, you know, that's kind of, and then what's the loser get? Like, would it just, you know,
Steak
Chicken-
and lobster.
Chicken breast, no seasoning. Chicken breast, steamed vegetables.
chicken breast and rice, no season,
Steamed
like
vegetables.
the traditional bulking meal that you eat to like before the game. Like you get that lame meal. Like I feel like the hot dogs are still a reward. like I mean,
Right. That,
you know,
and I can't think of a lot of like 18, 21-year-olds that would be like, oh shit, steak and lobster.
yeah, in the video,
what
in the video itself, they're like, yeah, we eat steak and lobster, and then the other people are just like, you know, they say this is the loser meal, but I think this is the winner meal, and I'm like,
No, I mean,
yeah,
I want to know how many of these 18-year-olds have ever had
yeah,
lobster.
Right?
I mean, I don't.
that's
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure I was in my late 20s the first time I had
I
lobster.
mean, it's Oregon. You've got good seafood. I don't know how many of the players are from
not
Oregon.
but Oregon lobster is
hot
not something you
dogs-
do.
No, they can be good. You know, you get it fresh caught. I assume. I don't know. I don't like lobsters. I wouldn't be eating
Are
it.
there lobsters
I'm at the
in the
coast.
there are not lobsters
there's
in
not.
the
It's-
Pacific Northwest.
There you go.
I know that they're an East Coast thing. I didn't think.
Yeah,
they were
I will
lobsters.
say though, like, yeah, hot dogs are popping. Like, I was at Giant Eagle the other day, and they were out of hot dogs. So, like, clearly, hot dogs. Maybe it's a trend now. I don't know.
Oh,
I
you're saying just it's a thing now?
I feel like they need to change the reward. Like there needs to be like
It is exactly what a 50-year-old guy thinks 18-year-olds want to eat.
it's like yeah, you get steak and you get surf and turf, and I'm like, yeah, this feels like a meal that you eat with like a glass of wine, and you just relax and enjoy the surf and turf in this very dimly lit restaurant for some odd reason that we have to eat in the dark. I don't, whatever.
Do you have steakhouse issues?
It depends on the steakhouse, but I'm just talking about like the surf and turf aspect.
We gotta take our corporate credit card that for sure we have,
I
and
think we
go.
do. Yeah, we do.
You can go to like Papa's Brothers here in Dallas or one of the nice ones.
No,
and
there's
like
it's fine. It's just like I don't need all that. Just give me the meat.
Beth, when's the last time you ate at like one of those steakhouses where they come by and like serve you slices of tomato and shit like that?
Oh God, like never.
Never. Okay.
I
so
don't
we
think
gotta
I've ever done that.
Pitt Girl.
I've been to a reasonably nice steakhouse on the North Shore in Pittsburgh, but like I've never had somebody come by and give me like a slice of a tomato, like it's a Brazilian steakhouse, but with a tomato.
Yeah, like I mean, no, I've been to. It's like just give me the steak, man. I was just like
I
will cut it myself. I don't need.
will
I don't
say,
need all this.
well, we're talking about expenses that we could put on the corporate card. What if we all just went to a Brazilian steakhouse instead?
Oh, I mean, I've already
let's
taken
go.
the 72 ouncer.
Can we handle a Brazilian? I think just one will be fine.
I'm thinking the 72 ouncer for all of us.
Oh, we're all going to Amarillo.
Yeah, we're gonna do the 72 ouncer.
We've created something on our Patreon now. If you wanted to be alerted to when there's somebody eating a steak inside of our Discord, we have the @steak alert. If you're inside the Patreon, yeah, seriously, you want the roll, we will give it to you, and whoever catches somebody on there will like just go @steak alert, and whoever has that, there's the steak emoji in there. They're like, okay, turn on the live stream. For the people,
I need that roll. Can you?
I will
assign
give you
that
that
to me?
roll. Done.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
again,
you got like a whole quorum of mods here. We got you.
Oh yeah, actually,
it's already been made, so it's just we're good to go.
we also have, of course, Ryan Field, Northwestern football stadium is coming down. I think just the press boxes left, and they have continued to auction off parts of the stadium. There have been some really great things on that auction. My favorite one was a Coach Braun VIP experience for $5,000 is the current bid. You get behind the scene tour. You get a 90-minute film session with the head coach, OC, and DC, which that's kind of interesting. I would love to do that from just like that's interesting to me kind of thing. And yeah, that's all you get. Drinks, dinner, and hydration included. I don't know what hydration means. I assume Gatorade.
Maybe it's that Gatorade water that I've been seeing commercials for.
But other things that are still available as of, I mean, there's 2 days left on this, and it is this May 7th right now. There are field box seats for a couple $100. There are stadium club seats for $1,000 or so. There's a seat map. There's concession signs that are up. The 6-foot concession signs, like they're only like $500, and I kind of want one. But the big thing is you can get some turf. And I don't mean to go all, paradox of the heap here, but how many containers of Ryan Field turf would you have to buy before you have Ryan Field?
The lawn of Theseus.
Yes. Yep.
Yes,
Exactly correct.
We could have our own Ryan Field at home.
The jar itself looks like something you would buy weed in.
What?
Wait,
And-
you get dirt jar?
Yeah, like
There's dirt jar.
Yeah, it's dirt jar. It also looks like something that someone would try to sell you as a piece of the Berlin Wall,
Yes.
like in Berlin when they're trying to like hustle tourists. That's what it looks like.
I can't wait until we fast forward like 150 years and we've got people like trying to track down pieces of the true Ryan Field.
Yep. And oh no, we have 4,000 Ryan Fields worth of Ryan Field.
Well, I mean, so you have your first class Ryan Field relics, and then you have your second class Ryan Field relics, which is a relic that's been handled in some way by Ryan Field. And then you have your third class Ryan's Field relics, which is a relic that's just been touched to a first class relic of Ryan Field. So I get this.
I'm going to drop a picture. I want you to...
Northwestern Pope has to be such an interesting job.
Pitt Girl, I want you to describe to me in this picture how they're showing you the authenticity of this Ryan Field dirt. I'm dropping the picture in the chat right now. Please describe the picture.
Oh, this is amazing. So it looks very much like an eBay listing. We've got like the mini picture of somebody holding the jar and they're pinching their thumb and their forefinger and it says authentic Ryan Field turf. And then the big picture is I stuck my shovel into the end zone. Here's a hole in the ground.
Absolutely right. See, you prove that it's Ryan Field dirt. We couldn't just show you a picture of Ryan Field and a jar of dirt and it not be the same thing.
Northwestern would never just lie on the internet.
Here's my question. That's not a very large jar, but there's only 62 available.
Exactly.
Did they sell that many already?
I think they're just hoarding dirt. They're going to release it in like the state coins.
I feel like they're gonna need dirt for the new Ryan Field, right? And like, what better way to do it than
Oh my god, the shipping.
box it all up, build the stadium, and then put the dirt back, so you can claim like continuity.
The shipping is
Claim
$20
that
on the dirt.
In exactly the same place.
Exactly. Yeah.
Does Northwestern want continuity?
Can somebody please attempt to buy that and tell them that they have a Hawaii address? Because I want to see what happens.
Whoa, they're saying shipping for
It's
up
$20.
No, for the stadium seats, they're saying shipping's up to $1,800.
What?
Man, fuck that. Just drive to Chicago and pick it
Fuck.
up.
I'll go to Evans. I'll just get it there. Jesus Christ.
It would indeed be cheaper to drive.
Get
Yes.
in, losers. We're picking up a
I mean,
seat
I
at Evanston.
can't do that because I can't drive my car right now. But
I mean,
you could.
when Iowa Wesleyan went under, we seriously discussed going up there to pick up like the relics of Hal Mummy and the air raid. So that's not that far off. Okay, let's do our ads and then we'll get into our second half. As always, we have our partners that you can find on our link tree on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky profiles, including Pour More, our liquor subscription service. Use offer code yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 5% off your first order. We also have our Patreon for $5 a month. Join us, chat with us in Discord. You also get access to our paywall Substack posts and access to our special podcasts, including Commission's Corner, yes, rah, 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 yes, rah, 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 yes, and Prairie View Chronicles. I always rumble those.
Five
love that.
Raws.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
yes.
This week, this Friday, will be a Commission's Corner. Next Friday will be a yes, rah, 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 yes, and then Prairie View Chronicles Part 4. Again, my favorite review of Prairie View Chronicles, this episode 3, was, there were fewer indictments in this episode.
Yeah, I love that. I will give a spoiler for Part 4 whenever it comes out. We've already recorded it, but there were not any indictments in that one.
We have our YouTube channel where we're putting up our shorts. We actually threw one up today about Windows 95 Man and the Finland Eurovision entry.
Yes.
And of course, General Booty as well.
Yeah.
I found a bunch of booty underwear pictures.
Arthur, we got some comments on the show title. The show title, they were upset that you did not choose The Power of Jorts Compels You for the show, the name of the show. They were not pleased that you went with the Finland of Europe was Florida, I guess. It was the show title.
One. That's me.
But I mean that's good. And then we got people arguing our mentions over what Finland, and we're getting some interesting responses on like what the Florida of Europe is. I don't think it's Italy.
It's Finland.
It's Finland. The answer is it's
Finland is cold Florida.
Cold Florida.
Search your mind. You know it to be true.
We have Instagram. We have Substack, which is right now in the middle of our best season of all time for schools who stop having a football team. UT Arlington is out this week. And Commission is working on University of the Pacific as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll finish it this week because I realize Mother's Day is coming up. So I may not have as much time to write as possible on that this weekend. But I'm in the process. The only problem with the Pacific one that I'm working on, I don't want to leave the archives. And so I'm just like looking at everything they have in the archives and I'm not writing a damn thing. So blame it on how awesome the program used to be.
Shout out to Message Board Geniuses podcast. They go the places we refuse to go. And as always, Home Field Apparel. If you want the comfiest, softest collegiate apparel, officially licensed with all the awesome retro logos and even the Indianapolis 500 logos too. Commission's rocking the Kent State shirt tonight. And Beth is rocking the People Mover.
PRT.
Go PRT.
Woo.
What does it stand for? PRT stands for?
Personalized rapid transit, I think, or personal rapid transit.
Use offer code yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. So y'all, I had a vision the other night, and I mean vision at night, I mean an actual honest to God vision.
It wasn't the Purdue Pete meet again, was it?
No, it was not the Purdue Pete meet.
Right.
But
were you the Ohio State commencement speaker?
I took a whole fuck ton of things, and I came up with the idea of why don't we just run some Family Feud? We have so many followers. We should just ask them questions, ask them for answers. And y'all, we got...
Yes, make the followers do the work.
You know what? It's not the worst idea.
No, it's not. They were excited for this. And everybody kept asking us who's the Richard Dawson going to be. I'm like, we're not doing that. It's
fuck that. I'm the Richard Dawson.
All right. Thought you were going to be the Louis Anderson.
I'm kissing. No, I'm not Louis I'm Louis Anderson. How little do you... Oh my God, this is offensive. Jesus Christ.
Well, you're definitely not Steve Harvey. Are you Richard Karn?
I was gonna say I think he could do an Al.
Yeah, I mean, he can grow a beard, right?
No. I am. Let's be real clear here. I am the Richard Dawson. That's the version I watched growing up.
All right.
In reruns, the one where he would Kiss the ladies. A lot. It was a lot.
Tasteful amounts of tongue.
There was a.
Sometimes
I was like, is this okay?
My patriarchy alarms are going off.
oh, it
again.
should. It should absolutely just
It
be like,
was.
fuck
It was. I don't know. Like watching it growing up, I was like, this doesn't seem right. But
do you know where the show idea came from? It was from the Match Game. Because Richard Dawson used to be a guest on Match Game a ton, along with Charles Nelson Riley and a bunch of those folks. And they would do occasionally like audience polls. And the feud came from that. And if you don't know this, people who don't know what the Family Feud is, basically in that show, that game show that's been on for 50 years at this point.
I mean, it's still on, yeah.
They ask 100 people various questions, and they get answers. And sometimes the questions are a little cheeky. Sometimes
everything for Steve Harvey is quite risque, and then he acts shocked when you get a slightly horny answer.
Right.
And he's
Slightly
just like,
Yeah, like he'll say like it'll be a question where like name something that's in your underwear, and then like get offended that like people are saying like genitals or something. Like it's
Jordan, I'm cross.
he's always leading them there.
Isn't it great? I
Yeah.
did find the original Family Feud font as well.
beautiful.
And also the entire aesthetic I went with was the original Family Feud aesthetic, because that's the one again that I grew up with watching on TV, not the original episodes, but the reruns on like USA and shit. Let me pull up my answer key as well, because I'm gonna need that.
Okay.
So here are gonna be our families for tonight.
All right.
Our first family is going to be our Pennsylvania family. That is going to be Arthur, Pitt Girl, and Beth.
Oh.
And then our other family is going to be Commish and Andrew.
All right. Woo!
So I don't have the music, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to just pretend that you got the music in your head.
Do we not have Family Feud music here?
I mean, I can hold up. I can pull it.
Do we?
Well, this way we can
No.
avoid the copyrights.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Sure.
true.
Not do the-
Yeah,
Because the other
true.
one
Just
got-
imagine the Family Feud music.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
Only a slightly different one, so we don't get in copyright trouble. So I don't know, like me saying A again or something.
A.
So we're gonna do this like Family Feud style here, and that I'm gonna ask Commish and Pitt Girl as the leaders of your respective families.
Oh, I'm a family
Science
leader.
of our
you're going
clans.
to be the first for this first question.
Okay.
I will have you. That one I showed you is not the first question, by the way. That you're going to basically just like wave your hand at the screen so that's your buzz in, or actually just say buzz. Why not?
No.
Whatever I hear
okay.
first, I'll give you the answer, and then you get a pass or play choice, just like in Family Feud. So
Okay.
go from there. Your first question is: name a college football team that is back.
Wait. Buzz.
Okay,
I don't
Pitt
know.
Girl. What's your
Texas.
Ding 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 ding. That's the number one answer. Would you, with 268 of our, I think at some point 650 plus answers we got. So, Pitt Girl, would you like to pass or play?
We'll play.
We'll play. Okay. Beth, is that your name? Beth, right? That's right. Beth, what do you do?
I make fart noises into tubes with children.
That sounds delightful. Beth, what's a college football team that is back?
Florida State.
Let's see here. Survey says, ding, 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 number 6, 18 respondents said Florida State was back. Arthur, what do you do, sir?
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Okay. We need more answers like that.
Oh no, man.
Arthur, what's a college football team that's back?
I'm gonna go with the Vols, Tennessee.
Balls. Let's see here. Tennessee, are you on the board? Ding, 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 ding. 10 votes for Tennessee. So we got Texas with 268, Florida State with 18, and Tennessee with 10.
Nice.
Pitt Girl, we're back to you. Pitt Girl, it says here that you are a professional do-gooder. What does that mean?
I'm not at liberty to say.
There we go. Pitt Girl, what is your answer?
USC.
USC. Survey says, sorry, not in our top 8 answers.
Ooh.
That's one
okay.
strike.
All right, yeah, they got a strike.
Hey, yeah. Look,
I'm ready
So,
to steal.
Commish family, you got to keep
The
that in your
Commish
head. We're
family.
going to steal this thing.
That's right.
Beth, what college football team is back?
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Let's see. Is Nebraska on the board? Ding, 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 ding. 30.
Man, we're
God.
putting a lot of faith in Dylan
Yeah.
Viola.
I love
I was
our
gonna
fans
say Nebraska
so much.
You also have to remember
Oh my
who we
God.
asked.
Yeah.
God, I love our
Yes.
people
Yeah.
so damn much.
Knew that's coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there. Arthur.
I mean, I guess Iowa.
Iowa. Is Iowa on the board? Survey says, ding, 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 Iowa 20.
Wow.
They've got so much faith now
What
that
are
they
they-
got rid of Brian
Where are they
Ferentz.
back from?
Back from what?
I
That's
don't know.
This is like what they just.
This is like, hey, there
they
was an
just vote
episode-
Iowa instinctively.
There was an
Sure.
episode of Family Feud where they asked for an animal that swims in water, and
Yeah.
the first answer was dog. Okay,
What?
I mean, technically.
I mean- It's not wrong.
Yeah, it's the doggy paddle. That's what everybody thinks of.
okay. There's 3 left. There's 2 big ones left, 2 and
Okay.
3, and then number 8, Pitt Girl. Name a college football team that's back. Still some big numbers. Auburn. Is Auburn back? Survey says, that's
Eh.
Oh,
two
I'm ready to steal.
exits.
ready to steal.
Steel's coming. Okay, here we
Steel's
go.
coming.
Beth,
Deep
name a college
steal.
football team that's back.
Please.
A&M.
Ooh, good answer. Give me. Oh, let's see here. Survey says, not on the board. Didn't make the top 8.
Then obviously not a good answer.
So then, Commish,
The U is back.
is the U back? Let's see
That's
here.
the
for
answer
steal.
for the family.
Survey
steal.
says, ding, 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 ding. Yes,
Yeah.
Miami is back.
Yeah, the U is
With
back.
50 votes.
Yeah.
Look at that jump between
Oh
1
yeah,
and 2.
268 to 50.
Huge.
Yes.
The
And
brand
let's
is
see.
strong.
Let's see what we missed.
Okay.
Number 3. You have to say it together. Number 3
Michigan.
Michigan.
and
they
number
just won.
8.
Kansas.
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 They're back to
Kansas.
2007. Okay.
Other things on this list that just missed out: Syracuse, Mizzou, USC, Ole Miss, Georgia, Arizona, and Rutgers.
I do feel vindicated for guessing USC now.
that was a good guess.
Mhm.
Hey Beth, did you fill this out?
No, I did not.
Okay, because Teal College got a vote, so I don't know.
Dang it. All right.
Nobody put ULM as back. I love that. Good followers.
No, I mean they did.
Well, it's because ULM never left.
That's
Some
true.
of them did, just not enough.
Not
Teal is
enough.
back.
ULM.
Yeah, if you stay back, you don't have to come
All right,
back.
Andrew, you're up here. For the
Okay,
Commish
yeah. So we
family.
got Andrew and Beth.
Like how many?
I
Are
need
we
you-
doing total points here, or what? Are we
Yeah,
doing?
here. Let me total up these points real fast. There we go. That would be 396 points for round 1.
Yeah.
These are some big numbers when you don't just have 100 people. I can
That's
see
true.
why. I can see why Family Feud doesn't ask 1,000 people. Hold on, I need something to write with. I'm gonna write on the back of a Blue Cross Blue Shield invoice that I'm not gonna look at.
All right.
This is gonna go into the trash.
We could have always done percentages of answers.
Look,
too.
man.
That would make too much sense.
It
Look,
Why are
man.
you raising good points?
Okay, here we go. The non-Pennsylvania team is ahead right now. We have Andrew versus Beth. I need you to buzz in. Here we go. Name a food you would find deep fried at the Texas State Fair. Andrew, saw you first.
Oreos.
That's number 1. Ding, 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 ding. Survey says with 226 respondents.
Yeah.
Andrew, you be passing or playing this one?
What do you think, Commish?
I don't know.
What do you
This
think?
may be a tough one, but I think we can, use the fried food.
We're gonna
Let's
play.
Go for it. We're playing it.
That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. Commish. Name a food you would find deep fried at the Texas State Fair.
I'm gonna
Top
say
6 answers are on the board.
butter.
Butter. Survey says number 2.
Yeah.
98.
Good
Good
answer.
answer.
Good
Good
answer.
answer. Okay. Andrew. next one. Name a food you'd find deep fried at the Texas State Fair.
I'm going to go with churros.
Churros. Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Survey says, not on our top 6. One strike.
Good answer.
Commish.
Okay.
Name a food you'd find deep fried at the Texas State Fair.
I'm going to go a little bit out of the realm here, but I'm going to say ice cream.
Ice cream. Let's see here. Ice cream. I don't know if I've ever had deep fried ice cream. Let's see.
Isn't that a sopapilla?
No, you put ice cream on sopapillas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Survey says, not on our list. Not in the top 6.
We're in trouble here.
2 strikes already.
Uh-oh.
Only
2
2 on
strikes.
the board. Hey, Andrew, help your team out here. Name a food you'd find deep fried at the Texas State Fair.
Twinkies.
Deep fried.
Good
Is that a
answer.
classic?
Good
I think that's
answer.
a classic. Okay.
It's a classic.
Let's see here. Survey says, ding ding ding. Number 3.
Yeah, all
People.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Still
Hey,
alive.
Commish.
Hmm.
Down to only 3 more. 4,
3
5, and
remain.
6.
We got the top 3. This is a lot of points too. I think.
It is.
Yeah. Seems about the same as the other one, but what deep fried concoction would I find at the Texas State Fair? Okay, we got Oreos, butter, Twinkies. I need an answer. I'm just gonna say pickles.
Pickles. Okay.
Yes.
The classic deep fried. Do you like deep fried pickles like the whole dill, or you want deep fried pickle slices?
I'm kind of a pickled chips person, but
Okay.
spears are fine, depending on the consistency. But I hope it's there.
I'm thinking for a fair, you're going to want a spear because
Yeah.
it's on
Yeah,
stick.
a whole damn deep fried like big fat dill pickle.
Oh my god! Like,
Or
I
the
can't
whole
even-
pickle, yeah. That
wow.
something you can shove a
Yeah.
stick into.
Survey says, got it. Number 6.
Yeah!
23. We're still hanging on.
God.
2 left.
Yeah.
With 2 strikes. They're dancing on the edge.
We are. I thought I was done. Folks.
Next one, Andrew.
I'm trying to think of.
Oh.
I've never been to the Texas State Fair, but I'm trying to think of what all I had at the Iowa State
Okay.
Fair.
Does Iowa translate to Texas?
I mean, fried
Yeah,
food
fried
is
food.
It
universal.
is true.
Person, you
It is
figure.
true.
Name a food.
I'm going to go with deep fried bacon.
Ooh, that's good.
Fried bacon.
Good answer. Good answer.
Survey says,
Oh.
did not make the top 6. Okay.
Oh.
Pitt Girl, I'm going to get an answer from your team. For the steal, name a food you would find deep fried at the Texas State Fair.
Okay, guys, what do we think?
I mean, I'm thinking funnel cake.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah, that's strong.
It's a strong answer.
I was hoping
I'm
like that or like a corn dog.
Yeah, that was corn dog was my thought too. I'm also stuck on farm show cheese.
Yes.
But that's a Pennsylvania thing. Jordan, we're gonna say funnel cake.
I'm gonna say funnel cake. Okay. Okay. Let's check it. Survey says, all the points go to our non-PA team.
Yeah.
Hey, let's see what's still on the board. Number
Okay.
4. Say it together.
Corn dog.
God damn it.
That was my next guess anyway.
And
if
number
Andrew got it.
5.
Snickers.
Snickers.
Snickers / candy bar. Okay.
I was thinking about that too.
My like, I'm not gonna be good at this game because anytime there's a food one, I think of that viral Family Feud clip where there was a question about like Popeye the character,
Yeah.
but
The
the
girl
person
goes,
like was so confident saying chicken.
she was just like chicken.
Yeah, but
And-
like she was all in on it being chicken, and then it's like, nope, not Popeyes, Popeye.
Popeye. That's right.
Okay, here we go. Next one up. Commish, you're back there. Arthur, I
Yep.
need you to buzz in.
Okay.
Your next topic.
All right.
Name a college football team that includes a color and their team nickname. Arthur.
Rutgers.
Rutgers. Let's see. Did they make the list? Survey says, ooh, yes, they're number 10 with 17 votes. Commish. Can you get high?
You did not reveal Rutgers.
Damn it. Got the wrong one. I flipped it.
You gotta say what you revealed.
Oh, because I know what I did. Hold on. I revealed Delaware, unfortunately.
Okay.
Let me make sure I get the right one now.
Everybody,
There's
look away.
Rutgers. There's Rutgers. No, it's right there. I had the right one.
Where's
Okay.
Rutgers? Where's
Commish?
Rutgers? There it is.
Commish, I need you to pick one that's higher
Okay.
to win this face-off.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Okay. The orange people.
Yes.
Otto the Orange. Survey says number one answer. Hey.
We're gonna play.
You gonna play
folks.
this one?
We're gonna
Okay.
play this, Richard Dawson.
Play this one. Thank you. Come here. Let me kiss you slowly, passionately, with a caress on your cheek. Mwah. Andrew, give me
Yes,
a
sir.
team nickname that includes a color.
I gotta go with everybody's favorite team, Tulane.
Green Wave. Okay, let's
Good
see
answer,
here.
good
Are they on the
answer.
list? Are they on the list, though?
Do it
Our
for
followers
Valentino.
think of Tulane. Ding, ding, ding. Of course they
All
did.
right.
Number 2
yeah.
answer off the board. There's 11 answers here, by the way. For folks that-
Okay, this is a lot.
There's a lot here. And I had to do a pretty arbitrary cutoff here, too. Because we were getting too long. Hey, Commish. What's a team with a color nickname?
All right. You know, there's a connection to ULM here, basically through I-20. So I'm going to go with the North Texas Mean Green.
The Mean Green. Okay, let's see. Did our followers say the Mean Green
I know.
are there?
It's close here.
Survey says yes.
All
Number
right.
7, North Texas
Yeah.
Mean Green with 34 votes.
Nice.
Hey, Andrew.
Let's try the Tulsa Golden Hurricane.
Ooh,
Good one.
not one that's super thought of a lot. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Survey says ding, ding, ding.
All right.
17 votes, the same as Rutgers and Delaware.
Rutgers. It's also Rutgers and Delaware. All right.
Hey, Commish.
Okay.
Got some big ones left on the board. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 11.
Yeah. So a team with a color in the nickname.
Mhm.
I'm going to say Duke, the Blue Devils.
The Blue Devils, the Bluke Dew Devils, as I
The
want to say.
Bluke Dew Devils, as we say that.
Are they on the list? Let's check here. Survey says they are. Number
All
5,
right.
44 votes.
Yeah.
Ooh, are they gonna run away with this one? I don't know. Andrew. We're getting down to some trickier ones here.
Yeah.
I want to say Stanford.
Oh, Stanford, the
Ooh.
Cardinal.
I don't know if
Enough
they'll
of our
realize
followers think that's
is
a
that
color.
like the follow? Ooh, that's a good one. This is gonna be close.
Let's see here. Survey says
Yeah,
it's on
Ooh,
there. Okay.
Good one.
Got 3 answers
That
left.
pause had me
Yeah,
nervous.
I am like, whew. That was,
Fish.
yeah.
What else we got?
Okay. Oh, I don't know if we have enough votes for this one, but this is the one that just keeps popping in my head.
Go for it.
It's Middle Tennessee, the Blue Raiders.
Blue Raiders. Do we have enough people? Let's see. Survey says ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
Our number 11.
wow, so close.
With 14 votes. There's only 3 left on the board. 3
Two
and 4
left
left
on
on
the
the board. That's it.
Oh my God.
Andrew, what's a team with a color in the nickname?
This is tough. It's probably super obvious, and I'm just not
Yeah,
thinking
I'm
of it, especially since they're 3 and
Getting
4.
tough here. I'm struggling here, so let's see if we can pull through. I'm running low.
I'm gonna pander to the host. Isn't Dartmouth like?
They're the big
Green?
green. Yes. Let's see
Ooh.
here. Survey says, yeah, no,
Oh.
that's one strike. Commish. The color in their nickname.
Man, this is gonna be. I'm running low on like guesses right now, and I'm really gonna be like, it's gotta be something that's like really, really obvious that is under my nose right now, and I just cannot think of it. It is, oh man. How about the
I bet our listeners are
Alabama
just yelling
Crimson
at their phone.
Tide?
The Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
Think enough people thought of that one? Think
I'm
enough people
hoping.
were like Crimson Tide? Let's see here.
Let's see.
Survey says, ding, ding, ding. Yes.
Yeah.
Number 4. We have 1 left on the board.
Oh my
We
god.
have 2 strikes left. Andrew, can you take the sweep?
Let's go for the sweep. Let's do Army Black Knights.
Oh,
Survey says, not on here.
oh.
1 strike left.
Wow.
Okay.
Pennsylvania team, get ready to steal.
Okay, I got one left here.
Got 1 left. Go for it.
One left in the chamber. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets. Did they make it?
Come on, Buzz. Buzz for the winner.
Classic national title winners. Survey says,
Oh,
not there. Pennsylvania
No.
team.
I was gonna
You
say,
got
No.
1 chance to
if
steal.
that was on the board, I would just turn in my
Oh
master's
my
degree.
god.
1 chance to steal.
No.
Who are we missing?
I mean, what are like we got some options here, right? We got like
Yeah.
Arkansas State, we got Miami of Ohio, Kent State is the Golden Flashes. I mean, there's a lot of options, so we gotta
Yeah,
pick one.
it is number 3. I think we want maybe a bigger name here.
Maybe Harvard.
I was thinking about Minnesota.
Are the
Yeah,
Golden-
I guess they're
Golden
Power
Gophers.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got the Golden Gophers. Who else we got? We got UCF are the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
Well, they're not anymore, and
Oh,
now
they're
if you
just the
call
Knights.
them the Golden Knights, so it could be a fun bit. Like if we
Yeah.
don't,
I mean,
really
if we
want to
play
this,
that game, we could go with Hawaii. Who went with
Oh,
Hawaii?
Rainbow's
they
a
got all
color.
the colors.
Yeah, the Rainbows, yeah.
I feel like we are also missing a team that is obvious.
Oh my god.
UCF fans getting your mentions now if you call them the Golden Knights.
Oh God. The last thing I want is UCF fans in my mentions. Jesus.
You
They'll be
got
po-
the
they'll-
Cal Golden Bears too.
They'll be posting at 3 a.m. when they're working at Hilton on their night shifts.
Oh, there's accurate.
Oh man, we almost got all of them so bad.
3, man. 3's got to be something like super obvious that somehow all 5 of us are missing.
To everyone screaming at their phones right now, I love
Yeah.
you. You have so far, reminder, Syracuse, Tulane, number 3 is missing, Alabama, Duke, Stanford, North Texas, Tulsa, Rutgers, Delaware, and Mitsu. What school would be below Tulane but above Alabama?
For our listeners.
For our listeners. Our special listeners.
The most special ranking ever.
Oh my God.
Maybe it is Mitsu.
Mitsu's already on here.
He's already on there.
Oh shit.
I was afraid that wasn't on there, but I'm glad I cannot believe I
Is
missed.
Kent State the Golden Flashes?
Yes. Somebody make a decision.
Yeah, you're the leader of the family,
I
Pitt
bet I
Girl.
know who it is.
Oh God. Minnesota final answer.
Final answer. Let's check. Survey says, and not on there. The points go to the non-PA team. Don't worry, we have double and triple rounds coming up to finish the game off. You still have
Okay.
the points. Let's see here. Number 3 is, say it together.
Texas
Tech.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Ba-dum,
Oh my
ba-dum,
god.
ba-dum. We'll be right back after a word from
Oh
our
my
sponsors
God.
with the double feud.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Texas Tech.
Yep. Red Raider fans, you're going to be real pissed off at that one.
Oh my god.
You're gonna
I
get
was thinking about how we
Ugh.
hadn't really had a red team except for Rutgers too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said the Blue Raiders instead of the Red
I
Raiders.
said the blue
because of
ones.
Will.
I didn't think of. Oh my god,
All
It's
our
different.
Mahomies are going to be so
it's
angry.
so different when the lights are on, when the red recording light is on you.
I was so hoping that you guys would miss on Alabama.
that was
Yeah,
Oh.
I
that was
was
the one I
also
was hoping
sitting
for.
here like it's Alabama, it's Alabama.
Like I pulled that out, but
I'm sitting here. I'm like, surely they won't get Mitsu. Damn it! Surely they won't.
For our ad
Maybe
break,
they'll forget Cardinals of color. Fuck.
for our ad break, I will say I've been watching old episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple with my kid, and I now want a pair of British Knight shoes, and I want to go to space camp.
You want
And
the
also-
BK Ratch Tech?
I do want the Ratch Tech, and also I want some Yoo-Hoo and some Quick.
Jordan,
There is adult space camp.
We will send you to space camp, or we'll give you this box of ring pops.
Jordan, I assume you were responsible for the tweet about the Legends of the Hidden Temple shorts.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that as of summer 2015 and summer 2016, those shorts still existed and they were part of the staff uniform for Dutch Wonderland.
That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
That feels right.
I think my kid he's become a very big Red Jaguars fan against my better wishes. So I think I'm gonna end up getting him a Red Jaguar shirt.
Front runners.
I know.
Adult space camp is a long weekend.
I want like a full week.
I see. I was hoping that your kid would end up being like the world's only Blue Barracudas fan.
Or like orange iguanas. Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Let me tell you. The thing is, he's very into it. Like he
At least
really
he didn't,
enjoys the
like-
show.
My sister loves the purple parrots, and it hurts.
The best part of all the episodes I've been watching is we're watching them in filming order, I believe, whatever the order is on like Paramount Plus. And for some reason, they always put a temple guard in the caves and like the very first thing. So the first person would be like, I'm 13 and my favorite thing to do is water ski and I'm going to run in the temple. And they look so cool until the first time a dude jumps out at you going, ooh, and then they just piss themselves. They panic and they want to run away. Apparently some kid jumped out of the temple once because he got so scared that he jumped through the fourth wall and had to stop recording. Also, apparently some kid vomited in the pit.
Jordan, I hope that you are or will soon also watch Guts.
Oh yeah,
With the youth?
I love Guts. Yeah.
Do you
Get
in
me a
fact
chunk of
have
the
it?
aggro crag.
Oh god, yes, it'd be so good. I think I know someone who was on Guts. Did not win, but definitely had that there. I thought
Mo,
it was-
sneaky short,
is she?
very short.
What does she do now?
I have no idea.
Don't give me this. We'll keep going. Fucking commish. Fine, we're back from ad break. I hope you enjoyed your BK nights and your space camp and your karaoke machine. Okay, this is our double feud. Here we go. I believe it is
She
Beth.
narrates audiobooks.
Good choice. I believe this is Beth and Andrew. So give me a buzz or a hand wave when you want to answer. Your question is, name a restaurant that's open at 3 a.m.
Buzz.
Beth.
Waffle House.
Ding, ding, ding. That's our number one answer with 368 responses.
Gotta be number one.
Okay, you guys gonna pass or play, Beth?
We need to catch up.
We're playing
So-
it then. Okay, here we go. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Okay. Arthur, name a restaurant that's open at 3 a.m.
Sheets.
God bless you.
Cheats. Survey says,
I'm saluting. You can't see it, but I am.
and did not make the top 8.
Followers, I'm disappointed.
Would have
Y'all-
made it. Would have made a top 12. Would have made a top 12, but not a top 8.
If Wawa's on this goddamn list.
Oh, followers, we'll find you.
Pitt Girl, name a restaurant that's open at 3 a.m.
Denny's.
Denny's. Survey says it's number 2, Denny's. By the way, on that last question about schools with color in their names, there was almost enough votes to put Texas in the top 12. Y'all,
What?
Texas's mascot is not. I don't know what they thought it was.
Bevo is a
Orange
color.
cow.
I don't know. It's great. Anyways, Beth, name
Ah.
a restaurant that's open at 3 a.m.
White Castle.
White Castle. Survey says That's 2 strikes already.
Oh, we got one
2
here.
strikes already.
Start
Arthur.
thinking, Andrew.
Name a restaurant that's open at 3 a.m.
Man, this is hard. I feel like nobody's open at 3 a.m. anymore. Like a lot of the places used to be open then, and like since COVID, everybody's cut back. I don't know. I guess based on what the previous answers have been, I'll just guess like IHOP.
IHOP. Okay. The International House of Pancakes. Survey says it's on there, number 5. 20 votes. 20 respondents. Okay. Pitt Girl.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Let's see here. Survey says it's on there, number 4. I don't know many McDonald's that are open at 3 in the morning, but sure.
Yeah,
Shout
like-
out specifically to the Forbes Avenue McDonald's.
Not open at 3 in the morning.
But it used to be.
None of them are open at 3 a.m. anymore.
Okay.
Like they all stopped doing that.
Okay, Beth. 2 strikes. 4 answers still on the board.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. Oh, good answer. Survey says
I mean, technically correct, yes.
that's 3 strikes.
I'm sorry, guys. I tried.
We're so bad at this.
It's okay. This one was trickier than I thought it was going to be.
All right.
Commish.
Andrew,
What you got?
I'm leaning Taco Bell.
I was thinking
Okay.
that too. I don't know if it actually is
I
open.
mean,
at
there's
3
been
a.m.,
like
but it feels
24-hour
like it.
Taco Bells a lot, and that's the only one that's really coming to mind to me right now. Do you have another or no?
No, I would go
All
with that because like bar close here is 2 a.m.
Yeah,
So 3
I mean,
a.m.
there's
feels
been
good.
24-hour Taco Bells or like late fourth meal thingies, so we're gonna go with Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Survey says you got it. Ding, 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 ding. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay, let's see what was still on the board. Everyone say it together. Number 6.
What a
What a
burger!
burger.
What
was the
a
other one I was
burger.
kinda
Number 7.
Perkins.
Perkins.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that
It's a
is.
city.
Oh,
Kinda like a
they're up
Denny's.
here.
Yeah.
It's Denny's pretending to be fancy.
Okay,
Yes.
And number 8.
Cookout.
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 Apparently
Never
Cookout's
had
open
that.
till 3 till 4 on weekends.
I've never
Hell
had
yeah.
it. I
Wow.
need to.
Never
Cookout.
been there.
I need to
Great.
go.
Other places that would have been up high: Steak and Shake, Sheets, White Castle, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Wawa, Tim Hortons.
Okay, that's
A couple other
Canadian.
things. There we go. Okay, let me
Nice.
get those points taken care of.
Okay.
PA crew, you can still come back in the last round.
There's a,
We have no points.
I
There's a
know, but you can still
triple-
come back.
this is be like we're blowing the worst lead ever, Andrew. Let's do it.
I mean, anything can happen in Final Jeopardy.
Is this our 28-3?
You know, there's been larger comebacks than that. It's okay.
I'm still mad about sheets.
Oh, you should
Yeah,
be.
same.
You should be.
Justice for sheets.
Okay, this is Commish and Arthur, I believe. No, Commish and Beth, I believe.
No,
I
Beth
know I was
just went.
last time.
Okay, Commish and Arthur. Here we go. The last question. This is triple.
Oh,
This is triple points. Name an event where wearing a college football jersey is inappropriate. Commish.
I'm gonna say a funeral.
Funeral, the classic. Let's see here. What did our followers say? What did our psychotic followers say? Survey says number 1 answer, 220.
All right, I think
Okay.
we gotta try to play it.
Okay, Andrew. Name a situation, an event where wearing a college football jersey is inappropriate.
I'm gonna say a wedding.
The other classic.
Good
Let's see
answer.
here.
Good answer.
Survey says got it.
All
Number
right.
2 on the board.
Yeah.
Got big points coming here. Can we hold on to them?
Let's hope so.
Commish.
I'm just gonna go like general, like church.
Church. Just church in general. Let's see if our followers think you should not wear this to church. Survey says ding ding number 7.
Okay.
Bunch of people disavowing dog church out here.
I mean,
Apparently so.
Dog.
Hey.
Oh my
We
god.
got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 left on the board.
God, I can't finish all of this. There's no way.
This is the 72-ounce steak of
Yeah.
categories.
I'm so tired.
On behalf of the Pennsylvania contingent, I would like to say that I don't understand the question.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the hard part for PA. They're like,
So far, I have worn a football jersey to all of these.
oh my god.
Let's do Steve Harvey era Family Feud and say
the bedroom. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my. Oh.
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 Yes, sir, I'm not commenting about whether or not I've worn a jersey to this one.
Back in the old day, they used to say making whoopee. That was the
whoopee.
That was the term they would use.
Listen, the jersey stays on.
Let's see here. Did they say making whoopee? Not on the list. Our followers were like, well, our followers were either like, sex, what's that? Or
or the jersey stays on.
I love you guys.
The jersey stays on.
Insulting your followers, what you should always do.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay, here we go. That's one
Okay.
strike. Number 2.
All right, so we got wedding, funeral, church. Church, does that include baptism, or is that not something I can answer?
You should take a guess.
No, I don't want to do that because technically, not all baptisms are in churches.
Is somebody, not to interrupt you, but like, is somebody out here having like a destination baptism?
I mean, I figured we would just
Someone.
like wrap little Wilberforth up in a Rutgers jersey and pitch him into the river.
No, there are baptisms that are in like rivers and stuff. There's
Imagine going on a trip to get baptized in those Arkansas state fountains.
Yes.
There's a waterfall in the stadium. You can get baptized in the stadium.
Yeah,
in
that's one of
Arkansas.
the most baptized you
The
can
Bills
be.
Mafia baptism through a
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to borrow my massage table for what?
This is not helping.
Got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 left on the board.
I'm just gonna say court.
Court.
Like you don't wear a football jersey to court.
Let's check here. Survey says number 3, court.
Why?
I had to compress down a bunch for that one, y'all.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of those were murder trial. And
Okay.
some of them were like, I'm on trial for murder. Someone was like, I'm there for someone else's murder trial. A lot of custody agreement, a lot of custody trials too.
Yeah, just court in general.
I found out a lot about our followers with this, y'all. A lot.
Oh God. Oh Lord.
I have never been on trial. I have worn a jersey to court.
If you show up in a jersey, will that get you excused from jury duty?
Depends on the
There's-
jersey,
yeah,
probably.
There's no way. There's no way. If I showed
There
up in
was-
Texas in a
there was
Cowboys
an
jersey for
incident
jury
where
duty,
somebody-
fuck no.
If you showed up to be a juror in the OJ trial wearing a Bills jersey, you were getting off.
That is true. Yeah.
There was
You wear a Notre Dame jersey and you'll be an honorary bailiff.
a court case recently where this gentleman was accused of stealing a Miami Dolphins jersey, and then he showed up to court in the Miami Dolphins jersey. That's the only reason I remember this. All right, good luck, Andrew.
Andrew, 4, 5, 6, and 8 are still there. Remember, the points are tripled in this round.
I don't know the average age of our listening demographic, but it's springtime, so I'm going to say prom.
Okay. Survey says, not on the list.
Oh,
Let me see if prom is anywhere on here.
the pump fake pull away.
Yeah, we did have one vote for prom.
one vote for prom.
It is below orgy and above royal wedding.
Okay, so those are not options. The royal wedding.
I mean, I think RG3 knows a jersey you can wear to an orgy.
Okay, last chance before they get a chance to steal.
Oh man, I'm like running out of. I'm on like fumes here. I'm trying to think of an important event where wearing a college football jersey is inappropriate. I mean, I don't know if I'll get credit for this, but no, It depends on what you go to. I don't know if I want that one. I can't say that out loud because y'all could steal it. So, my God, I'm thinking here.
Gonna need an answer.
Oh man, I think I'm like out of. My brain is just like shut off functioning here. So we got funeral, wedding, court, church.
I'm out too, so this is all on you.
Oh God. It's just like I'm just gonna say something opposite. Our followers said the opposite answer. Nowhere. Like the opposite answer. Like
Okay, so
it's
like
appropriate. Like none. Like
Okay.
none of the above or whatever.
See here. Okay. Survey says that's number 4 on our list. Congrats, Pennsylvania. You've been represented.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Pennsylvania
Oh my
contingent.
God.
I'm proud of you.
This is why you're commish. You know the audience.
Welcome to hell, Andrew.
It's
Oh
always
my
appropriate.
God.
Andrew,
I don't
got
know what you
2
got left.
strikes. You got
I have no
3
idea what
things
type
left.
of events, you know.
I'm completely out of ideas. I'm just gonna say this: surgery.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Good
check here.
answer. Good answer.
Okay. Survey says not on there. Okay,
Ah.
Pennsylvania contingent, you have a chance to steal this one.
Oh my God.
What do we think?
My first instinct is to just go with work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking interview specifically.
Okay. Interview.
Oh,
Let's check. Survey says that's number 5. You get the steal. Ba-dum.
oh, did they steal a whole game on that?
I think they came up a little short still.
Okay.
Let's check. Okay, number 6 is
A
Chris.
Chris. That's basically surgery.
technically not. It's not a surgeon, but I get
and
it.
number 8 is
Oh,
Baptism.
son of a bitch, man.
Baptism.
other
Okay.
things that were listed close by. A tailgate,
That's not it.
a college football game,
I put that one because I didn't read the question correctly.
a bar mitzvah, graduation,
God.
surgery would come close. Sex was on here. Scuba diving, quinceañera.
The quinceanera was coming to mind, but I was like, no.
Your wife's OBGYN appointment.
Go
You're on
to
trial for stealing a college football jersey. There you go.
I mean, on trial, that feels like court, but okay.
Vanderbilt football game. Photo party. The Masters.
Yeah.
Skinny dipping.
Okay. What I mean,
Presidential
you would be speaking to me,
inauguration. Let's see what else. Anything else that's good on here? January 6th. That's not true.
man.
The jersey stays on when you're skinny dipping, obviously.
Obviously. Counterinsurgency. First communion. Banging your mom. We got lots of your mom jokes, y'all.
Just so many your mom jokes. Thank you for those.
So many. Anyways, there we go. Let me get my points totaled up real fast.
You said this was a triple round, correct?
It is.
Jordan, if I've done the math correctly, we should have 1,413 points.
Yes. And unfortunately, the other team has 2,470 points.
All right.
Non-Pennsylvania team, you take the win.
We
But
could not have come back.
we will be back at some point because I have, let's see here. How many more questions do I have? Y'all, I got enough to do this at least 4 more times without going back into the field. Hope everyone enjoyed that. That was fun. Listeners, thank you so much for giving us your opinions and your thoughts. Y'all are psychotic and I love you
Oh my God.
so much.
I am very mad. Texas Tech.
That one
and
was
job interview is gonna haunt me for a bit. So I hope I never have a job interview at Texas Tech.
Folks, that's all we got for tonight. We will see you on Sunday.
Call your mom
your
on
mom on
Sunday.
Tell you on Sunday,
Yeah.
it's Mother's Day. You better do it.
Don't
Yeah.
forget to just have a local florist make a bouquet instead of ordering something from 1-800-Flowers.
Yeah.
Also,
Give her a Billy loaf.
A Mother's Day Billy Loaf.
I'd like a half pound of Billy Loaf sliced on number 3.
Or get her a Biloxi style pizza.
I'm planning on taking my mom's car like through a car wash for Mother's Day, but I
Oh.
got to figure out like how to get her car and like take it through. You know what I mean? Like it's
I'll just steal
the whole
her car for a
process.
bit without being
Yeah,
stolen.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, can I borrow your car? I gotta go pick up something real quick. I don't have much gas. Maybe that'll work.
Sheets is a goddamn restaurant.